I like slapped my wrist, okay? And when
Can
they
you
say,
see me?
yes, I can. Oh, you also look so cute. And I love the new background is so nice. The neon sign in the background. Oh my,
What
the
does this
little
mean?
pumpkins.
Oh, do you like the pumpkins?
I love them. Where did you get them?
Please don't make me sad because people really think I'm so ghetto.
Yeah, it's from Shein. Pep Home.
Sheen, I don't know her.
I've never heard of her. They opened
Sheen,
up
I
a
don't know her.
store in Joburg CBD, hey?
Don't like Sheen.
It's
No,
literally
because
just
South
a
African girlies
warehouse.
love Sheen.
It's literally just a warehouse. And you walk in and it's just racks of clothes. And you just comb through and find whatever you... It looks like my worst shopping nightmare. I
Have you
hate it.
been?
No, I haven't. I was looking at a TikTok. And then I got home and mom was like, did you see the open machine store in Joburg? And I was like, I did see it. I will be avoiding it at all costs.
I was going to say, it's not just like a glorified, like little Chinatown,
I was,
essentially.
no, literally. And like what I was thinking to myself as well is I was also telling my mom, I was like, I don't wonder if it's someone who just like mass imports this and sells it.
Actually.
Because I don't think there's like any
Probably.
like proper Shein branding, nothing. It's literally just like, I don't know if you've been to Joburg CBD and seen the shops there.
I have, unfortunately.
Yeah, so you can just imagine one of those and it's literally just rails. Like, it's like walking into a factory store for like, I don't know.
Damn, I'm in the ghetto.
Ra-ta-ta-ta.
Ra-ta-ta. That's funny.
Exactly
Anyway, welcome to Banter Bit, episode 11 of Banter Bit. That is, it is the new year.
Yep.
Do you know what Chinese New Year, what Chinese calendar we're on?
The dragon, I think, this year. Yeah.
Do
yeah.
you think, or are you sure?
Let me double check because I remember actually, I don't know why, but it's something I keep up with. Is just like the zodiac.
No, it's fun.
And what
I think it's so fun.
It is.
Will be like when will be the year of the pig?
Yeah,
was it last year or the year before?
I don't.
Okay.
It wasn't last year. The year of the rats.
What is that? Why everyone was struggling last year? Because I feel like a rat is not a good year. Hello.
Let me tell you what it actually is for Year of the Rats. Year of the Rat was actually 2020. It makes sense.
Okay, you know what? You meant 2020 when you said it. What was last year? Rabbits.
Rabbits?
I'm just saying things at this point. I'm just like naming all the animals.
Hold on, I'll tell you now. I've got my thing open. 2018, 2019, 2023 was the rabbit. Yes.
Damn, I'm so smart.
She's so smart.
It's hard being so smart.
Oh my gosh.
The burden of intelligence.
God damn. The year of the wood dragon, when combined with the nourishing wood element, will bring evolution, improvement, and abundance. The perfect time for rejuvenated beginnings and setting the foundation for long-term success.
Damn, I receive.
We manifest. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Exactly. Wood dragon. Give it. Yeah.
We want all of it. Please and thank you. I need it.
Hey, what's new? Let's talk about the news. Have you got anything for us? Because I've got nothing.
I have interesting news for local gamers, actually. So I don't know if you remember Google Stadia. That shut down in January last year after like 3 years and 8 months of trying to operate, and they realized it was like just too expensive and they didn't have the infrastructure for it necessarily. And Google Stadia, for those of you who don't know, was a way for you to access essentially a virtual gaming computer and play on your own rig, no matter what, if it was a phone, a TV, a PC, like with lower specs or whatever it was, you got full access to a fully kitted out gaming rig. And essentially you pay on like a subscription basis, and your subscription charges differ depending on how like boosted or how well done that PC was. So what kind of graphics card you have, CPU power, RAM, etc., etc. And Google could just never make it work, and they shut down in Jan last year.
That's the thing, just on that quickly, like cloud gaming, they really wanted cloud gaming to work. It was supposed to be like the next thing, the next best thing, and it just never happened. Like I can't think of a single successful cloud gaming platform. Mobile, however, I feel like cloud gaming with regards to mobile phones is starting to pick up.
Yeah. And I'm really excited for it, because we all know if you're a PC gamer, even if you're a console gamer, you know how expensive buying your first console or PC is and how difficult it is for that uptake. You know, if you're looking at PCs, people are saying, oh, every 5 years, you've got to upgrade something, you know, whether it's your motherboard, your CPU, a new graphics card. And it's literally just because technology is moving so quickly. Like, it's so difficult to keep up with it. Even with consoles, like, sure, consoles do have a longer lifespan, but we're getting to a stage now. Like, we're looking at GTA 6's release sometime this year, like end of this year or beginning of next year.
2026.
Well, was that on console first or on PC?
Okay, no, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure I saw 2026 as the launch date.
Even then, we're looking at that, and they're saying it's only going to be available on next gen consoles. You're looking at people with, the stats is stuttering today. You're looking at people on PS4s or like Xbox. Xbox names confuse me. I can't remember if it's the Series 1 or the Series S that comes first and what the difference is and blah, blah, blah. But point is, you need to have like equivalent of a PS5 or better to be able to play GTA 6-minute releases. You need to look at, you're looking at PCs. We're definitely, in 2026, your PC built in 2020 might be able to run the game, but like not necessarily at the specs you'd want it to. Which is why I think cloud gaming is such a good idea. And especially especially when we're looking at lower income communities, like here on the African continent, where who the hell has 40,000 Rand to put behind a computer? Who has 15,000 Rand to put behind a good console, etc.? Where a lot of people do have a smartphone, you know, they have access to a smartphone, which can do everything they needed to. The only thing we're missing out now is the recreation side of things, aka gaming. So cloud gaming can definitely, I hope it does pick up. And I think it will, or I'm hoping it will, because NVIDIA...
I'm confident it will.
It will. It just needs the time. And I think it needs they need to market it properly. I think that's a lot of the issue that I have with gaming in general, is they're always marketing to the same crowd. And it's the people who you think can afford these kind of things, where it's like, gaming's for everybody, realistically. Everybody should be able to enjoy it. And it's also why I don't appreciate when people like shun or clown mobile gamers. It's like, so what? Are we clowning people because they're broke now? Like, is that what's happening? Are we clowning people because they can't afford what you can, living your comfortable life, etc., you know?
Also, there are more mobile gamers than the ratio of PC gamers or the ratio of console. In fact, I might even go as far as to say there are more mobile gamers in the world than PC and console gamers combined. Because first of all, everyone's got a mobile phone.
Yeah.
I mean, and obviously if you count Candy Crush as a game, which you should, because all games are games. Like, don't be that person. A game is a game. Yeah.
Yeah. No, literally. And I think very specifically, you should look at the mobile gaming industry in Asia. It's massive. It's absolutely, it's huge. You know, we've gotten to the point now where you can buy controllers for your phone. You can buy little like gadgets that you slot your phone into, and now you've essentially got something that looks like, I don't know, a Steam Deck in your hands, you know, or a Nintendo Switch or whatever it is. Like, we're getting to that point now, and it's smarter because you know you're always going to have a phone on you. You know you're always going to be focusing on getting a new phone when your old phone gets out of date. Like, why not just spend an extra 800 Rand, maybe buy a little controller, and you're having the same enjoyment. And now we've got technology like Google, like Chromecasting. There is a plane going by, and I don't know if it's making noise in my ear. So I'm just going to wait for that. You can't hear it? Okay, good. But we're getting to the point now where you can, lost my train of thought. Hold on. You'd rather spend, intelligently, like thinking about it smartly, you know, they say work smarter, not harder. I would rather spend money on my phone contract every month where I'm getting a device, I'm getting data and everything, and I'll spend $800 buying a controller. I've got it. Most people do have like a TV or a monitor that they can hook up their phone to. So you still have the same level of comfort. And even if you don't, like, you can game from bed with a phone. You know, you don't have to be sitting in your upright gaming chair 24/7 just to have fun with the homies, you know. And I think a good way forward for this, Rain have just, I don't know if it's a partnership. It seems like a partnership because both NVIDIA and Rain have it listed on their websites. They have a partnership with NVIDIA. NVIDIA has their own cloud gaming service called GeForce NOW. It's exactly like Google Stadia, except obviously now run on the NVIDIA like infrastructure. So you have access to NVIDIA graphics cards or a remote rig with that capability. And what happens is Rain have a subscription service now. We all know Rain's a cellular network. They lost a bit of credibility during lockdown when everybody was hopping onto their network and they kind of just got overloaded. But with your Rain subscription, whether it be an LTE router for home or a 5G router for home or just your little data SIM, you can now have access to GeForce NOW, or they add that subscription fee to your monthly like cellular network billing fee. And this is, I think it's actually kind of cool because it means we have a local provider with it. I think a lot of issues with cloud gaming from South Africa previously was the same issue we have with other games, and it's that we don't have local servers or a local ingest or whatever it is. So I haven't looked too deeply into it, but they promise low latency because obviously you're looking at playing a game like, I don't know, I'm going to take Valorant as an example. We all know FPS games. We have South African servers now. We're already playing on like 20 ping or whatever it is. However, if you're thinking about pinging to a remote device that you're playing on, you're adding latency onto that as well. So hopefully this means lower latency than what would have happened if you were using a European or an American service for it. And the way it works is you pay for the subscription and you still have a Steam account, an Xbox gaming account, a Ubisoft, Epic Games, whatever it is. You still buy your games, but you're able to use them. You're able to play them on your phone, on your TV, on your MacBook, on your laptop. Like, the possibilities are endless. So I'm actually keen to know if anybody's tried it out. Let me know. It's something I maybe want to sign up for at some point just to test it out for myself and see like how it actually works, because this is really fun. Like, imagine not needing to go and spend thousands, tens of thousands on upgrading your PC every 5 years. You could keep the same old thing.
What is the subscription cost?
Had it open here. Give me 2 seconds. I actually do want to check. Heading over to the Rain website. Now, so you choose a membership plan, either 200 Rand a month or 400 Rand a month, and you get a discount if you're a Rain 1 customer. So the 200 Rand a month gives you an RTX rig, priority access to servers, 90. Okay, this is the only thing I didn't see. There is a session length. So you can only pay for 90 minutes at a time. I don't know if that's per day, per month. You get up to 1080p resolution and 60 FPS. If you take the 400 Rand a month one, you get a 3080 RTX rig, exclusive access to RTX 3080 servers, 3-hour session length, 4K resolution, and 120 FPS. It does say that they're sold out on these membership plans. So there's like a waiting list. I'm guessing Rain bought a certain number of rigs and currently they're all in use. And that's why there's a waiting list. But yeah.
Okay.
So
even more proof of your theory about it, popping off, and it's a subscription that people actually want and stuff, and it's just a matter of marketing because the fact that it's sold out.
Yeah.
Okay, cloud gaming.
Cloud gaming for the win, for the future, honestly. And I don't know, I'll always say it. I'll always like get behind it, but anything that makes all these luxury hobbies available to lower income users is always a step in the right direction, because I don't know, like something you always get with gaming is people are always like, gaming's for everybody. So let's at least take steps to ensure that that becomes a reality and it's not just something we're flaunting around for the sake of, oh, we're inclusive and blah, blah, blah,
It's still a bit expensive in my opinion, but
obviously
I haven't had a chance to look at the actual rigs itself. Because if you're looking at, let's say you can rent out a 40,000 rig for 200 a month.
Yeah.
Essentially, if you keep a PC for about 4 years before you upgrade, right? What's 40K divided by 4 years? So every month, like what are you actually paying for that PC? So it could actually make sense financially. Like, it doesn't make a difference. People always like, oh, don't rent things out. But at the end of the day, whatever you buy, it depreciates in value. So sometimes renting things out actually does make sense, especially in this case where, again, I have to just actually do the calculations and see if it is actually worth it to pay 200 Rand a month for 4 months.
Yeah.
Will it equate to exactly the same you would have paid for the latest rig at that time, you know. And considering this subscription fee you pay each year, it is a responsibility of Rain or whatever service provider to keep their PCs upgraded. You don't have to do anything on your end.
Exactly.
That actually could make financial sense in that regard.
And that is one of the things they do list as like part of the pros and cons. They do say like you don't have to manage downloads or updates. They'll do it for you, which is amazing. Because if I sit here with like my little 20 meg line, I sit here and I'm like, yeah, I've got a 30 gig game update. I need to leave that overnight and I'll come back tomorrow, you know? Whereas having something that I can just plug and play immediately, oh my goodness. Like it's the little things. It's the little things, you know?
Also, those of us who have to manage storage space with like games and stuff, if you've got an unlimited amount, well, assuming unlimited amount of games that you could download onto your rig, that's great. Even me, we've got like 1 terabyte M.2 SSDs in. I'm already almost running out of space for that just by installing COD alone and a couple of other heavy titles as well.
I have 50 gigs left on mine, and I recently uninstalled Apex. Sorry, Apex.
Also uninstalled Apex just to save space. Honestly,
it says a lot about the game. Shame.
So I've got the Adobe suite on there, and that takes up a lot of space. I've got a couple of Steam games on there, and okay, I'm not as bad as you. I've got like maybe 200 gigs left, but still, like my point is, you don't have to worry about that type of when you've got a virtual machine that's got all your games installed for you.
Yeah, it's honestly it's the same thing as like, I don't know, like renting a car versus owning a car. You know, it's just when you look at it in the long run, if you look at it now and you look at the costs now, sure, okay, maybe it doesn't make that much sense because, oh my gosh, I'm forking out this much every month and I'm doing the same things I would do if I had a car anyway. But if you look at it in the long run, okay, you don't have to worry about like maintenance. You don't have to worry about upkeep. Like that is all somebody else's problem now. So
it's a good and a bad analogy because I'm for buying cheap cars. Because at the end of the day, a car just gets you from A to B, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to like expensive cars, then that obviously begs the question: is it worth it to purchase or rent?
Yeah.
But buying a cheap car that works and gets you from A to B is always the best way to go. You want to spend 20-30K on a car and it does exactly what someone paying like R1 million for a car does, then you're actually the winner at the end of the day.
No, for real. Yeah. I'm gonna drive.
But obviously, if you're wanting something for performance and this and that and blah, 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 then maybe renting is the best option for you.
Yeah, exactly.
And in this case, PC performance is important. So this could actually be a good deal.
Yeah.
Obviously, Naledi and I, we're fortunate enough to be partnered with a whole-ass PC brand. So we're very lucky in that regard. But I would have had to probably sell my ass on the street to upgrade my next PC, if I'm being honest, because they are so expensive.
Yep. It's not a good time. It's huge.
Not a good time to be a PC fanatic right now, unless you got 2 doctorates and 5 jobs.
No, for real.
In this economy.
In Cyril's economy.
In Uncle Cyril's, in anyone's economy, actually.
Anybody in this year of our Lord and Savior 2024, honestly. I was talking to my friends about it the other day because obviously we're expecting the release of the NVIDIA 50 series cards this year.
Really? I thought they're putting that on pause. I don't know why I thought that.
As far as they might have, this was like last week sometime. We were chatting about it. And AMD are looking to release their new AM5 sockets as well. So we're currently on AM4 sockets. They're looking to move to AM5 now. So for a lot of people, if you want that, that's a new motherboard. New GPU series. Series. I mean, I envy people that can upgrade their GPUs every year and are willing to do it just to stay ahead of the curve. But my goodness,
that's rich money. That's flex money. I'm getting the latest GPU again. Replacing my new GPU. I'm like, damn. I know a few people like that actually. Every time a new GPU is released, they're getting it.
I could never, like, honestly, this from Gigabyte, this was like my best upgrade because I went from like a 2060 now to a 4070. So I'm sitting comfy for the foreseeable future, honestly. I'm happy about it. But I never understand.
I was rocking a 1080 for the longest time, and then I was lucky that Julia is one of those people that upgrade her rig as soon as a new rig comes out.
Yeah.
At least I think she is.
Yeah.
she had a spare PC lying around. So I was like, damn. I was like, damn. So I got a 3060, I think a 3060 Ti from her. And then, of course, I got this 4060 Ti in here now. Gigabytes, if you're watching.
Thank you.
Thank you, first of all, but a 4090 also looks real nice.
No, actually. Yeah. Oh, I mean, when the 5 series, so yeah, there exactly. we go. We just wait a few months and we wait for it, you know.
And Andrew, hi Andrew, are you watching this? How's it, Andrew?
Thanks.
You can tell me I'm your favorite. It's okay.
Yeah.
When that lady looks away.
I'm looking away now.
Actually, no, you and I practically formed a union at this point. It's like, what she gets, I get.
No, exactly. Oh, we must be their worst nightmare at this point. We're sorry, we don't do it intentionally.
No,
it's just that sister wives mentality.
We have to be two peas in a pod all the time.
Honestly.
No, I don't think we gave them a hard time.
I hope not.
We're pretty chill. We're pretty chill.
Yeah.
Anyone else, any other brands watching this? We're employable. We promise.
Very. I'm aware that way. Almost the whole submissive and very breedable.
Submissive and breedable. No, man, don't go that far.
I'm joking. You know what? My mind was trying to cook something different with it, man.
You know what I want to leave behind in 2023 is the make the stallion. It's over. I'm doing it too much now. It needs to stop. The end of an era. Stallion. It needs to go.
The end of a era.
The end of an era. It needs to. It's probably not going to go.
I was going to say, what are you going to do now? What are you going to do now?
Exactly. I'm nothing without her.
Okay, hold on. That's a little dramatic. But an
empty vessel.
That's a little dramatic. How about we come back down? Okay.
Actually, before that, like, on the topic of this, like, do you have any other like quirks or like quips that you do that you're unaware of or aware of? I know I wiggle my nose a lot because I've got bad, I've got hay fever, sinus, allergies and everything. Yeah. So you'll catch me doing this a lot every now and then.
I do that too. I haven't noticed. The only thing I can think of is like, I scrunch my nose to move my glasses up. So like if I don't adjust normally, I just do this thing.
Cute.
Okay, guys. But that's like all I can think of. I think I say like a lot. That is one thing I have noticed. That's just ingrained in me now. Like, you know, like. I
replaced liked with
just
So, yeah, just and a very long pause for no reason.
I think it's
like I speak so slowly. I get upset when people interrupt me while I'm speaking, right? But it's my fault because I take so long to get to my next point that I don't realize that it looks as if I full stopped myself.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So I'm like, and then I'm still talking, and then the next person's like interjects whatever, and I'm like, I was still talking. Meanwhile, it was me. I was the problem.
You're the problem.
I put a full stop at the end of my sentence.
You are the problem. You're the drama. Yeah. Are you the drama? You're the drama. You always have been. It is what it is.
I also play with my hair a lot. Like I fiddle with my hair and I fix it a lot.
Don't have hair, so I'm sorry. Oh, I fiddle with my lip ring a lot actually. Now that I've gotten it. That is actually something that I do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. You do. So I sit and I do. I've noticed I do it at work when I'm thinking or when people are talking to me. I'll just sit and I'll be like, wah-dee-da-dee-da. And I'm glad it's moved to my lip because previously it was my nose. And I think it looked like I was picking my nose because I'd like rotate this and like this.
I'm not going to lie. I thought you were picking your nose a few times. And
I'm like, it doesn't look great. It doesn't look great. So now I've moved from there to
like you're picking your nose, whatever. People pick their nose. It is what it is.
It happens. It happens. Yeah. So
you're getting sidetracked here, guys.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I actually want to ask you, do you want to reveal some things that you might have coming up this year? Because we know that there's something you do.
Yeah, sure. So every year I host a women's only event. Well, let me say Femmes only events because obviously we are inclusive girlies in here. So the 8th of March is International Women's Day. And for the past 2 years, I've been hosting an annual Women's Day event. We coined it the Femmes and Thems Invitational thanks to the lovely Jess. Before I was just calling it the Women's Day Invitational, but obviously I was taught better to be more inclusive with my language and stuff, which I 100% agree with. So we call it now the Femmes and Thems Invitational. It is happening this year again, the 8th of March. We will be inviting 40 plus gaming content creators, gamers, any femmes in the gaming space that have contributed South Africa locally in the space. They will be invited to join us in a game of XYZ. That is to be announced. We don't like to announce it too early, so that there's no unfair advantages or whatever. We're looking at sending out the personal invites within the next 2 to 3 weeks. And thereafter, potentially, we usually make it an open invitational as well, in case there is anyone we miss that do want to be part of it, that felt a bit left out, because that's the last thing we want to do in something that's supposed to be inclusive, is to make it exclusive. So, but at the same time, I do want to acknowledge some of the OGs, some of the people that have contributed positively in my life, which is why I like to send out personal invites on my side. Anyway, yeah, so that is the Femmes and Thems Invitational, 8th of March last year. It was massively successful, very proud of it. The year before was sort of like the pilot. I did it all by myself, and I'm very proud of myself at how well it went. And then last year I asked Jess to join me just to elevate it a little bit, and it's fucking elevated. Like, we reached a social media, not only social media, I think we had an audience, overall audience reach of like 2.2 million.
Yes. Are you serious?
Yeah. Yep. We had a predicted reach of 300,000 and we far exceeded it. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Wow. No, honestly, okay, I'm all excited again. Like, hearing these behind the scenes stats actually is kind of insane, because I mean, playing in it, we always get so excited, and then, you know, when you reached front page last year, it was fantastic. We all like lost our minds. It was like, oh my gosh, look at us, and it put so many eyes on the event. And
that was fun.
I think this year, like, knowing that you've had 2 years worth of like a dry run to say, this year can only be that much better, right?
What I love about each year as it progresses and stuff, it's obviously we've proven our worth now, we've proven our hard work, so it's a lot more easier to get brands on board. I remember in the first year when I was like a nobody, I had 0 sponsorships. I was very, very fortunate in that ACGL, they literally put their money where their mouth is when it comes to that. They are for the community, and they actually want to work with creators and gamers and that, because, you know, every brand likes to sell the whole thing of they for the people and and stuff. When in reality, they actually don't give a I was lucky that ACGL, I will say, took a chance on me, and we planned the event together. This was in 2022, I think. Yeah, so with them, they've already worked with established brands, so it was easy for them to pull prizes from their side, because I was unable to pull any prizes on my side because no one knew who I was. They just didn't know what I was about. So we got our first prizes through ACGL the first year. But then the following year, because Jess, already being an established creator, already partnered with multiple brands, she pulled in more prizes and sponsors and stuff. And then obviously that put me a little bit on the map, and I was fortunate enough to become partnered with some brands as well, which means this year the prizes are even better. It's insane. I can't speak too much on it, but I'm actually jealous that I can't win these prizes for myself. A lot of the brands involved, I don't even like own it myself. So I'm just like, damn, I wish I could participate as well, but I can't. So,
oh my gosh, I'm so keen. Only 2 months to go. Like, not even a month and a half.
Yeah.
And then
a lot
we'll
of planning
see what's cracking.
Involved. So we're a little bit behind with our planning. I'm not gonna lie, but no one wants to work in December. We were supposed to start last year November with like planning and sending out things, but even if I started earlier, no one was going to respond to my emails until this year, if we were real.
No, that's okay.
Everyone only got back to work this week.
We've seen things fall apart at last, not fall apart. Oh my gosh. We've seen things come together at last minute. So it'll happen again. Don't worry. People pull through when it's something they're keen for. And I don't see who wouldn't be keen for something like this.
Regardless of any prize, marketing, deadlines or whatever, it's still going to be a success, because there's a lot of people that already want to be a part of it, participant wise and that, and that's what it's about. It's about, you know, the game itself and everyone having a good time and coming together and stuff. So as cheesy as it sounds, it's still going to be a success without any prizes, without another Twitch feature or another this feature or that feature. It's still going to be fun.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah boy.
Oh, let's talking about inclusivity. Actually, this is a good one. I don't know if you saw the uproar on Twitter about black hairstyles in gaming.
I'm so tired of seeing that same Spider-Man haircut everywhere. Like, do they know black men can have more than one hairstyle?
The Killmonger. The Killmonger
like,
hairstyle.
Please. Yes.
I was actually like, I went down quite a rabbit hole afterwards because I think something we're still battling to this day is just representation in gaming, full stops, for
if I see one more Miles Morales style haircut, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yo, hey,
like it looks good. Like honestly,
it looks
great.
Fantastic. We love it.
But that's not the argument. Like that's not the argument there. We're tired. Like
it's such an archetype because it's always like the edgy. It's also always like the edgy, out of the box, like comedic relief black character that has this kind of a hairstyle, right? Like they're the cool
I wouldn't even
dude
say
or whatever.
Comedic relief. That's like the hot black guy hairstyle, apparently.
Yeah,
almost
actually,
like
right.
Other hairstyles can't be hot.
They can't exist. Yeah.
And it's kind of, to me, it's almost like a little bit aggressive to do that. Like at this point, not initially, but at this point, to still only use that hairstyle.
Yeah,
it is a bit aggressive to me because it's like there are tons of different types of attractive black characters that you can create and stuff, and it doesn't have to be this one box and it's tiny and it's boring.
Yeah. And I think it stems like out of video games as well into like movies and like series and all of that, where you can just tell there was not a single black person present on the creative team to do this. We've seen it in movies where like women are put in the most awful lace front wigs that aren't even fitted properly or whatever. And just the lazy way to like style your hairstyle and like get it done. And I think someone actually pointed out that Fortnite's done a really great job of creating. I think Fortnite in general has just done, they must have such a diverse team that work behind that game, because when it comes to inclusivity, like I think they're definitely top of the list for gaming, because we see a variety of hairstyles, a variety of like race, culture, whatever it is. And it's just, you can always look at these problems and you can always say at the base of the problem is the fact that there wasn't a single diverse person involved. You know, it's the same.
People like people will roll their eyes at this conversations all the time and stuff and get annoyed, but it's like, until I have a game where I'm playing some thickums, man. I mean, I want a dad bod black man.
I want a big boy. It's cup
dad bod black man playing a superhero role in some game for me. Then I'm happy.
Exactly. And even we're looking at the general stereotype of femmes being put into games as well. Like, why are we looking at these busty ass models all the time? Like,
exactly. That's the same. That's exactly the same. Like, why does it always have to be some Lara Croft looking, you know, chick? Why can't, again,
why is she wearing heels?
Give me some mom bod shorts.
Why is she wearing heels in combat?
Queen.
No? You actually make me
give me some shorts, neighborly looking woman that knows how to make a good, you know,
give me my auntie from next door. Exactly. Give me my auntie from next door. Hello. Exactly. With her duke on, with her bonnet on. Like,
how crazy will it be to give me an auntie with a dookie?
Yeah. And
with a machine gun and just like, where are you going? Oh, give me an auntie with a dookie in Fortnite. I will go crazy with that.
Yeah.
Give me an auntie with a dookie in Apex. Guys, imagine.
Give me a girl. Give me a girl who rolled out of bed with her natural hairstyle and couldn't be asked to style it that day. That's me every day. Hello. And I saw a TikTok the other day where a chick, she had like a mini fro. And she did a TikTok and she had like tears in her eyes or whatever. And it was obviously like one of those meant to be humorous things. And it was. And it was like, she's pointing at the camera and she's like, you don't need to style your hair today. You woke up and your hair was fine. And it's like, actually, to some extent, she's right. You like, as long as it doesn't look like I slept on one side of my head, I'm done for today. Like, why do we have to go and look at our hair and have like this thought of, oh, they're going to call it nappy, they're going to call it disheveled, undone, like whatever it is.
Cruz.
Like, cruz. Isn't that what, like, essentially at the end of the day, isn't that like what afros are? Like, it's your hair left to be as it is. Why do we have to put so much pressure behind styling it, straightening it, heat damaging, whatever, just so that it, what's the word I'm looking for, conforms to beauty standards? Like,
especially in games, man. Come on, it's a game, man. Give us variety. Just the point is, give us variety. That's all I want. I don't want to play with the same type of people all the time. Like,
I'm also
flowy hair or
exactly.
What do you call the Miles Morales cut?
What do you call
it? I don't know. Whatever that style is, like, it's great. Keep giving me that, but give me other options as well.
Yeah.
Give me other types of hot black men, please.
Yeah, even for women, I'm tired of going through character creation in a game and my hair choices are bald, afro, or box braids. Those 3 options, I promise you. You go through like most of your AAA game titles. If you're wanting to make a character with like type 3 or 4 hair full stop, you got a choice between afros, box braids, and dreads. Or you can go full on bald. Like, that's
Haven't they gotten better with that stuff though with character creation games? Like,
so
I feel like they've made a lot of improvements in that regard.
They've made improvements, but I think they're still like, my point is when you go to the finer type hairs, like if I think about like Baldur's Gate is a great game, but if I think about when I went through character creation, actually, no, I'm lying. It wasn't Baldur's Gate. It was Starfield. Okay.
I was going to say Baldur's Gate was pretty great.
It was great. It was great. Yeah. Starfield, going through character creation, like you have a choice, and it's most AAA game titles. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Baldur's Gate was made by an indie studio, so you know they put their guts into it to make it like really good. But you look at these AAA titles, like I'm like, okay, cool. I want a character that looks like me. Okay, these days it's not difficult. I'm bored. Like YOLO, call it a day, you know. But like, why does it have to be the hot guy dreads? Why does it have to be box braids down my head, like plastered down to my head, like I'm about to put a wig cap on? Why does it have to be a kind of afro looking thing, but it's actually just a solid circle on top of your head?
A solid circle.
And then you go to the finer hair types, and oh my gosh, we got cute like princess plaits, French braids. I've got space buns. Like,
actually, you're right.
Do you see what I'm coming at?
I see what you mean, yeah.
Because if they brought that same energy across to fine hair types, you would have a choice between like a ponytail down your head, 2 pigtails, or straight down, just like straight, you know, like just loose hair, like a bob. Like that's what we'd expect. But no, we're going bossies. Like, do people know that our braids can be done in other ways, that it's not just cornrows down your head? You know, like we can also do space buns, you know. I promise you, 88% of the hairstyles that they do for these fine hair types, you can translate to curlier and coily hair types.
You're right.
You just don't want to put in the time to doing it.
No, you're right. One of my favorite hairstyles also is braided halfway and then just loose.
Yes.
Especially on coarse hair or thicker hair or type 3, type 4 hair specifically.
Yeah.
Braided halfway and then just like bush. It's so stunning. It's so
looks
beautiful.
Good.
And now that I think about it, I don't know a lot of game titles that have that option.
Exactly.
And that's just one of many examples.
There's so many different ways you can do it. And it's just like, you guys don't even try. It's like, do you remember at the end of last year, Shoma Josie started selling hair extensions on her website. I can't remember what they called them. They called them rainbow braids or something.
Shame, she's so cute.
She's so cute.
She's
and
such
did you see
bubbly person?
But did you see like what commotion, but like in a good sense, it caused on Twitter? Like moms, this website went down. They sold out within like a couple of days because moms were being forced by their girls to run to this website. And I'm not going to school. I'm not going on holiday without having these extensions put in my hair, you know, kind of thing.
That's so cute. I missed all of this.
It was so adorable. And it's like, you just, honestly, a quick Google search and you can get easy inspiration for hairstyle varieties. And it's just like, oh, well, you know, it's that same argument of if they wanted to, they would, but they don't, so they won't. Yeah.
Shout out to my friend Shoni Sani as well, who's got her own braid collection on this topic.
Really? That's so cute.
She's an actress, South African actress. She's
Shoni
so
Sani M.
You know her?
Yeah.
She's got her own braid collection.
You see, guys, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's just this idea of being so westernized that what we find beautiful is not like found beautiful on the other side a lot of the times, I think, maybe. And our creativity is just not seen as that way. So we'll get there. We'll get there.
Anyway, we got sidetracked.
We did. But it's okay.
We went on a tangent.
Isn't that what we're here to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually, maybe last talking topic, since we're Twitch streamers, or we're kind of occasionally known as that, what do you think of Twitch's nudity policy and the whole like change it went through during December?
So explain the timeline to me, because as far as I know, they allowed it as long as certain areas were like or not necessarily in that way, but I know people exploited it like that, where they just put black bars over their private parts, right? And then as soon as a gent did it, he got banned, didn't he?
So
there was some streamer who did exactly what all the women were doing, and he got banned.
So I didn't actually hear about that. I didn't hear about that. But like what I'm referencing most specifically is the fact that formerly nudity was like full on not allowed on the platform. And then Twitch went and released a policy, and they said as long as it's for artistic reasons.
So can I show my toes on StreamYard or not?
No, you're still not allowed to show your toes. Sorry. No. But then Twitch went back and they reverted the policy after like 2 days.
Oh.
And they said,
I'm not trying to go out of my way to show my toes on stream or anything, but like, how can you all it out?
That's your dog's barking.
But your toes is where they want to draw the line.
No, I know, right? So they did it. So there was one streamer, don't know her name, but she ended up going live, cutting off to just about here. So like just where you'd see like areola and nipple.
Yes. They did.
Yes.
Yeah. I actually, she was on my For You page at one point.
Yes.
She keeps popping up on my For You page. I keep on, it's like, this Danny got jugs on her.
No. That's a wreck.
They still oil it up also. Yeah. That's what gets me. Why are they oiling up their jugs also? They know what they're doing. No,
it was really hectic. No, as well. So we're going to go into that part of it, Nana, as well, about the get your money part of it. But essentially, so she did that. And then people were out in uproar, and they were like, this is like, aren't you going to do something about it? Blah, blah. And Twitch said, yeah, we're going to do something about it. We're going to allow it. And then for like 2 days straight, if you went onto Twitch on your recommended front page, everything, it was just full
mommy milkers everywhere.
Girl, not just the milkers. But everything. So I don't know about IRL people, but I went onto Twitch that day, and on my front page was a VTuber model with no clothing. Bush out for everything.
That's wild.
Jiggle physics going absolutely bossies.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's actually, I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah. And then like 2 days later, Twitch released a statement, which maybe we'll put a clipping of it. But essentially they said, this update is in response to a recent meta on Twitch in which streamers are using black sensor bars or other items to block their bodies or clothing or position the camera frame such that the viewer is led to believe that they're fully or partially nude. While content labeled with the sexual themes label isn't displayed on the homepage, this content is displayed within the categories, blah, 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 blah. For those areas of the body where coverage is required, the coverage must be fully opaque, sheer, or partially opaque. Sheer or partially see-through clothing does not constitute coverage. So, yeah. So they said, for example, streams that use the attire exception that is granted when streaming near a pool or hot tub, they need to stream under the pools, hot tubs, and beaches category. So that was the previous one. This was the update. We don't permit streamers to be fully or partially nude, including exposing genitals or buttocks. Nor do we permit streamers to imply or suggest that they are fully or partially nude, including but not limited to covering breasts or genitals with objects or sensor bars. So it needs to be clear that the streamer is wearing clothing. Cleavage is unrestricted as long as these coverage requirements are met.
Yeah.
But the whole thing, way this was blown out of proportion for me was all the gamer boys coming onto Twitter and being like, they're stealing our viewership. They must go back to OnlyFans or go stream on the hub, blah, 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 blah. And like, my thing is, if a platform is unable to clearly state their own guidelines, and if there are like question marks around it, these are like most of them were like OnlyFans girlies or whatever it is. But if there's another place for them to route to their main like source of income or to make additional income, I'm also going to be doing that. You know, it's the same way we're Twitch streamers, but we're still going to post funny clips onto YouTube Shorts or TikTok or Instagram Reels or whatever it is. Like, it's another way for us to generate viewership, to get people to watch our streams. Of course, we're going to, I don't want to say abuse, but of course we're going to make use of that, right? So I don't know. That was all just a very weird, I swear it was all over like 7 days. It was very confusing.
I've got my opinions on this that could get me cancelled or not. I usually like stay out of it
Are you
because
prepared to get
I
cancelled
feel
today?
like I honestly don't care. I just never had the energy to ever bring it up.
Yeah.
But firstly, I don't care about like where someone posts what, right?
Yeah.
As long as it's within that platform's rules.
Yeah. Exactly.
So like, if it's okay to do it here, then do it. If it's not okay to do it there, then don't do it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Finish and clear.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna police one platform and say, you shouldn't do this here. It's disgusting. This is where most people do this instead, when it's clearly allowed there. So then why the hell not?
Exactly.
Right? That's just my logic with that. And Twitch was never, in the beginning, it was never meant to be a gaming platform specifically to begin with.
It was a streaming platform. And it's evolved to that.
Gamers gatekeeping Twitch the way they do. It's anyway. My gripe. And actually, you know what I really love? And like, I don't care. So on Pornhub, one of my favorite things is when people game on there. And they just game. It's just wholesome gaming. It's one of the most funniest. I don't know if it's still done, but there was a time when Minecraft blew up on Pornhub, and it was just people live streaming Minecraft.
Really?
Not naked, nothing. Just playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
There was another professor, I think he taught maths on there. Or he did maths like tutoring on there.
Really?
And it was a success because he got so much teenage boys to like pay attention to math or whatever. So, and you don't have people being like, oh, this is a porn site, you shouldn't be teaching math. Conversely.
Yeah.
You know, it's just weird how people gatekeep certain platforms. Especially if you don't own the platform, you don't make the rules there, you know.
Just a member of the community.
You're just renting a space there. So
exactly.
At the end of the day, it's their platform, their rules, whatever.
Yeah.
My gripe comes with, and this is a very specific gripe, but nothing grinds my tits more than women, specifically women, who call themselves gamers, but they don't game.
Yeah.
And they take up gaming spaces. So they get to have the title of, you know, gamer in this space or whatever, but their content is actually just basically borderline OnlyFans. Like, I don't fuck with that. So if you're gonna be like a bum model, if you're gonna be a leg model or whatever, then that needs to be your brand. You need to say it with your whole chest and be proud of it, because there's nothing wrong with it, first of all.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. But don't like be a foot model predominantly, but then pretend like
you're a gamer.
You're knitting. You know what I mean? Because you knit like once or twice.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I could go as far as to say it's almost like, it's kind of pick me behavior. Because it's like
disingenuous.
You don't wanna admit what you actually are. Because you're either looking down on it yourself, or you're ashamed of it, or whatever. You think it's not popular or whatever.
Yeah.
So you kind of like dip your toe in it while you pretend like you're something else, and it just irritates me so much.
Yeah.
I'd much rather support someone that's a full-on thought. Like you say it with your old chest, you're a thought. You're this, you're sexy, you know you're sexy, that's your brand, you're selling it. I'm like, yes, get your paper, get your coin, whatever, be about it. I'm all about people making money however they can, right?
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
And a couple of my friends have OnlyFans, and I think it's great that they make money on the side. Like, why not? But none of them ever pretend to be anything that they're not.
Yeah.
Because they think it's something that, you know, you look down upon or whatever. That just irritates me.
Yeah,
do you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, 100%. Yeah.
And we've got a few of those in our space, and it really frustrates me that, because these particular group of women, they do more damage in the scene than they think they do, because they could contribute positively to the sex industry, essentially, or sex workers or whatever, because their content is good and relevant there.
Yeah.
But instead, they're actually contributing negatively to the gaming industry and the space that women in gaming are trying to create for themselves when it comes to normalizing women in the space. You don't go about normalizing women in the space by over-sexualizing women in gaming.
Yeah,
that's not the way you go about doing it.
They're going and perpetuating a stereotype, essentially, that so many people are working so hard to undo.
Exactly. And then my opinion can further branch off into eagles as well and stuff. And this is also where I could get into trouble, because like, I don't mind eagles and VTubers and whatever, but there's a certain Lolita character that just doesn't sit right with me. Unless you naturally are a dumb, naive, immature girl, then unless you naturally are just that obtuse and empty, sure, that's your personality, that's who you are. But a lot of women act that way, and it's so damaging.
Yeah.
You know, that ubu, I'm, you know, sexy and innocent and stupid, and I don't know anything. Please come help me. I'm helpless. I'm just dumb and sexy.
Yeah.
You know, I cannot stand it. It's like sandpaper to my soul because there are so many women who just want to game and that's it. Like they just want to be gamers like everyone else. Like I want to sit here and eat Cheetos on my dirty sweater and play games.
Yeah.
And that should be normal. I want to be a disgusting gamer like everyone else. I don't want to be put on a pedestal and be expected to wear thigh-high socks every time I game.
Yeah.
You know, with the low-cut top or whatever. Do you get what I'm at?
I get what you're saying.
I can get, like, if this is something that I would say on Twitter, I'd get cancelled for slut-shaming. I'd get cancelled for sexism or being a... Actually, I'd get called a pick-me.
Yeah, I was gonna say what you're describing here is like what people describe as the pick-me girl within the community, within the gaming community.
But it's not at all what I'm trying to do because, like I said, I love sexy women. First of all, I love sex workers. They're great. They make me happy. They're nice to look at.
Putting it straight.
They're great. Yeah. Like they do great for society. We all need them. We love them. They free therapy also to a lot of men. So you know what I mean? But it's very specific in like the gaming space, I think.
Yeah.
Where I feel it's particularly damaging and it sets us back 20-something years.
No, really. Actually.
Sets feminism back essentially 20-something years.
Yeah.
Because every time I go live, there are men that were previously on other girls' streams and stuff who acted differently. And they're expecting me to be the same. They're expecting me to say ooh and what is that face? The Iago? What is it?
Oh,
Iago. How do you pronounce it?
My brain just went bomba class.
Anyway, that anime orgasm face.
Yeah.
They expect us all to be this eagle type with colorful bright hair and you know, glistening tits and a bubbly personality and pink everywhere and blah, blah, blah. And it's just it's very exhausting.
Yeah. All these standards that we get set up for that we're just never going to meet and never want to meet.
So there's my cancellation for the day.
Here we go. Food for thought, guys.
Food for
on
thought.
That
should
bombshell.
Rushka get cancelled? 2024.
2024 starting off strong.
Oh man.
Love us or hate us. We're standing on business this year.
Are we? I hope so. Shame.
Bro, you just stood on business for everybody. I don't know what to tell you. They hated Jesus because he spoke the truth.
I'm Kanye.
Hold on.
Can we talk about Dubai porta potties in our next episode, actually?
Yeah, Google now.
No, that's not something you want to Google, baby girl. Or Google it, actually. Let me see your reaction.
Rushka!
Did you Google it? What? No, I'm asking what are you looking at, but I have an idea of what you're looking at. Yeah, listen. Don't say any stuff. I don't want to look. We can speak about that.
No, you can suffer with me.
No, man, because now it's like, why did you send that to me? Oh my fuck. I'm actually canceling you right now. I'm actually gonna just take that off, delete it. I don't want to look at it anymore.
Yeah, actually, you're right.
Delete it.
The fact that it's so big as well. No, because explain to me why there's already a Reddit story that said my ex-friend was a Dubai porta potty.
Let's pause this conversation for next week because there's a lot there, especially in the influencer space. That happens there. We can talk about that sometime. On that note, on the note of Dubai porta potties, thank you for tuning in. If you've made it this far, I'm sorry. Please don't cancel me. Unless you want to, that's fine also.